are back. Broken sword. We're moving right along. We got an ID. We finna impersonate Khan,
What now,
Merlin.
monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that.
Can you?
A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a
Wow.
ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
Father Facon.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does. For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
Nope.
No, I don't. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
This is a photo of Khan.
That is just...
Does this goose...
No.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
George.
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I
Thanks.
found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Ooh.
Follow me, George!
This lady's just gonna. She should just take over the game.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
She is taking things over. That is for damn sure.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment. It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantow.
What was Ken killed for? What was Plantard killed for? And why? That's why we're here, right?
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
So I'm gonna make a copy of it. Can we go out the window?
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
How are we gonna make a copy of this thing?
The cobbles... The cob... There was nothing in...
Do we get her to create a diversion?
Hello again. Have you ever seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
This is a...
That
Thanks for your help.
goodbye.
It was the ancient manuscript with...
Do we use her one more
Hi,
time?
ma'am.
Really? No way.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Did I show you this photo?
Yes,
Do you know what this is?
and a guess.
That's right.
Ah,
That's him. This is the key to room 21.
that's next to the room taken by that...
You should know.
and
You were
it's
in it.
vacant.
Really?
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an... yeah. This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? Well, that's fast for a sample of wallpaper.
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
What you got for me?
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queer.
The briefcase? Grab the briefcase and put it back in there? The only thing I can think of right now.
There was nothing else in the pot. The assassin had been too... cobbles. I resisted it.
There is no other markers on the screen.
What now, monsieur?
Do you want this manuscript?
After all the fuss...
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
No, no.
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
I'll take a
Do
plastic
you
bag,
recognize
though.
this red nose?
Non, monsieur.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were. Hello again. Thanks for your help.
Good.
I have no idea what to do.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George.
Can you think of any...
Oh, I can think of...
Did I show you...
Yeah.
So it's got to be something up here. We can just freely enter any room.
The closet was... There was nothing...
Nothing in the killer's pants. There's nothing in the end table.
The cobbles of the...
We are truly stumped. Do I need to leave it here?
It was the card I'd found in the hotel. The matchbook bore a pattern. It was the ancient manuscript.
Okay.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
I feel like we need to make a rope. I don't have anything to make a rope with. Thought maybe the sheets, but it won't let me interact with the beds.
What now?
Did I show you?
We must...
Yeah, you can't leave the hotel. Oh, get it out of the hotel without leaving myself. Oh, do I just throw it out the fucking window?
I knew this was no way to treat him, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Let's hope it wasn't wet. Alright. Yay for the hint system.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's
What's
your
up,
problem?
dudes?
No problem. If you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
What the hell?
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch!
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authority.
You
Tough
want I
guys.
should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
This guy's in charge.
Hey, Shorty. I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case.
Oh.
That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not
doubt
like
it.
your tone.
I doubt
yeah?
it.
And what are you gonna do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Just talk shit to this
Get
guy.
lost, creep.
Oh yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac. This isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
And that's what we want.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Yay! Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
Come in, George. Look what I got.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times. Warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
Alright, so...
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address.
There sure would
That's no
be.
use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard
Hans
of him.
Gruber?
Or the company.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there. Two guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Ooh, cutscene.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and number. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is
That was
hidden
an awkward
waiting to
cut.
be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Crete. It's from Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
What did it mean?
A knight. The knight's through my... The night scroll bears a... Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Let's face it, we need someone who knows about...
Who do you suggest?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Alright, so we got a couple places to go now. We're going to go to that club. I want to look at this again.
Let's take another...
We didn't look at this part.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a
He
kid.
was going to see Snow White in a movie
I
theater?
didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Look there, two...
Alright, okay, I guess we're done now.
Look...
The nights through my... There's between... Are you sure?
Positive.
How come you...
Because I noticed...
Alright, I guess we're done
I
here.
have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Krone Museum.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my
Big old
handsome
trucks.
friend.
Would you like to shake my hand?
No, I wouldn't. I can see the future, remember?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing. There's no such place as the Club à la Moute in Paris.
Can you tell me
Okay,
anything
there's no
about
Club
the
à la
security
Mode.
pass?
I can tell it doesn't belong to you.
How come?
Give me some credit. If you're an electrician, I'll eat my antirrhinums.
You're a remarkably talented lady. See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
hi.
she saw him.
And
What do you make...
is it something identical
No.
for me?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Ooh.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Police station, Rougerie, Café de la Jardinière. I guess that's the new place. And another way till next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like if you haven't. Drop a sub if you're new. I am